Lately, my 8-inch Vornado fan has been having trouble with the fan blades getting stuck upon startup. This seems to occur if the fan is powered off for any time more than half a day. In looking it over, it definitely needs cleaning, but I want to find what I can lubricate to keep the fan blades from getting stuck in the future. I'll see if my investigative tinkering can find anything next. The last time my fan needed maintenance, all I did was clean out the dust. This time, I want to see if there's a way to lubricate the shaft that the fan blade is on so it will hopefully stay functional for longer. It seems like I cleaned this fan not that long ago. In powering on the fan, the blades take a while to get up to speed. They usually get going once they're spinning even a little bit, but this time it seems more stuck than usual. I want to remove the blade and motor to get it out of the way so I can clean the outer shell of the fan. To remove the motor, unscrew the 4 screws securing each corner of the motor to the rear of the fan case. The screws are easy to access in between the blades of the fan. More wiring can be accessed by removing the bottom plate of the fan. I eventually found that to get the motor and its permanently attached wiring out, I had to remove every screw I could find along with knobs, springs, and metal plates. Even after removing all of that, which left the wires and control modules dangling within the fan case, I still could not get them out. The fan is built in such a way that once the power cord and speed control are connected during manufacturing, that entire section of electronics can't be removed. Or at least, you can't remove them without some cutting. So that's what I did. I did try to cut away only sections of the fan that would not affect the structural rigidity of the fan. The case is molded with fairly thick sides, so cutting away the large amount that I didn't seem to affect the stiffness of the remaining sides. Hopefully, the amount of plastic I cut away wasn't too much, but I'll find out when I put everything back together. I'm positive the fan can be reassembled completely. I'm just not sure if I've made anything weaker than it should be. Using a paintbrush and vacuum does a great job at cleaning the clinging dust off of the fan. I dusted the grill, rear case, base, motor, and fan blades. Since this will probably be an annual cleaning I'll continue to do, the fan should be a lot easier to dismantle with the cutouts I've done. I've also oiled the shaft of the fan blade. Since this is the first time I've lubricated anything of this fan, it should be a while before the blades get stuck again. I tested the fan spin by powering up the motor and it's working great. The blades start spinning right away and don't seem to be stuck in the slightest. Everything looks ready to be reassembled. I'll time-lapse through the reassembly of this fan. Don't be surprised if I seem to be having trouble with reassembly. During disassembly, there weren't that many parts, so I didn't really pay attention to what I was doing. Now that I look at all the parts on the table, some of them are barely familiar. The wiring will be the toughest thing to reroute back into the fan. It only goes through the different sections of the fan in one direction, but it was more the tight-fitting openings that it has to squeeze through. I did file down some of the cutout edges, so that should help the parts pass through the openings more easily. I'll leave this time-lapse to run its course with some nice background music. I think the details in this video are visible enough to figure out how everything is reassembled, but if you need some clarification, leave your question in the comments. It's not important to cover the cutout that exposes the wiring, but if I do come across something that could work, it'd be nice to fill it in. I'm glad to have my fan working again. I had another bigger one that I could use, but I like the compact size of this one. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section down below. That's all I have for now, and I'll catch you in the next video.